Like it says in the book, David got in trouble because he took a census like the Egyptians. And it's like, dude, just teach the people, just help the people be good. Just teach them to have faith in Jehovah and have them be as good as possible. That's all you need to know. You don't need to know exponential growth, how many people you have to feed, how many all this. You help the people have faith in Jehovah and teach them to be good. It'll take care of itself. Oh, you have little faith. Okay. It was hard on David. He had a lot of shit coming at him, like Herschel Steinschneider and me. And it was real difficult on Jesus. Roman Empire had this big influx of all these republic barbarians that thought they could elect themselves human authority and could invent their own gods, what they all do. But the Romans were taking this global and making it spread all across the world. And, it was really creepy. And in Jesus' time, it's like, well, if we just, go this way where no one wants to live, like in Moses' time and in Joseph's, we'll go live over here, and they still find you. It's like 7 years in Tibet with Professor Lupin and shit. You can go to the top of the world to get away from these batshit, crazy, dirty old twats, 99 assholes, tied and not damn loser shit fucks, and they'll come censor you. Do this, do as you're told. No religion for you, it's a disease, It's a disease, okay. Being kind and loving one another is a disease. Okay, kill each other for money. Okay, I'm a soldier. A lonely soldier away from home. But I have no wish of my own. Now I'm lonely. I'm Mr. Lonely. Sitting there thinking about people living and dying, trying to step on the cricket. People living and dying, And everybody's, yeah, I get it. This is the first time we've ever had a messiah with quantum computing. And the consequences of torturing him and murdering him might be radically different than what happened with Daniel or Joseph or Moses or Jesus, and even in the Jesus and the Roman Empire stuff. And so, yeah, the consequences, I think it's for genocidal operations. I think they're all playing each other. I know I keep, the one thing in the world that keeps America the safest is this corridor because I'm here. Okay? Technology does good things to protect people because of me. Not because of Barack Hussein Obama, not because of Donald Moneyben Trump, not because of Joey Biden. Say it ain't so, Joe, it's true. And so, not because of Pope Francis the Mule and Pope Leo the, hey, what's going to be your stage name? I'm going to call myself Leonard Skinner. What about I was Marvin Spivey or whatever. Hello, Mudda. Hello, Fada. I want to alarm you, but my bunkmate scare you, but my bunkmate has malaria. It's going to be hard for people to listen to that now. But that's happened quite a bit, Yeah, they've had a lot of things like that happen at camps and nature things because of, because of training of Ulysses to make money for all you pissy aunties, fancy santies, crazy in the panties and the heady aunties. I'm neither executive nor administrator. I'm the way, the truth, and light. All I gotta do is just make the video, Jesus go around, okay, you guys make sure. No, he just sent people from town to town. Teach them to do right. Gospel apologetics. Okay, baby team, go. Raj, get a car from Enterprise. Screw you, that's funny. Beam us up, right? And so I watched that stupid show. John got me into it. The reason why you like it is because the characters have endearing personalities. They're quirky guys that get manipulated by creeps and bullies. And so you have an endearment and affection for them, especially Leonard and Raj. He's such a mess. And Howard, who's also a mess. Leonard's the least of the messes. And that's why Penny likes him so much. Because he's just genuine, he's just really kind, he's really sweet, and he's really smart. And he uses his intelligence to protect people from being bullied. And that's what Leonard does. He's like the protector of the group. He uses his intellect to do it. Okay, how do we, okay. We're gonna move over here and one of the best at helping him how to survive it and get through it is his girl Penny. Nebraska style. You always wanted a girl to touch you in your place. Well, now it's gonna happen. Wham! It's funny, but no, it's a cute show. Because it's very endearing. Because how many of you have hung out with nerds and pretty girls, or homecoming queen and cheerleader, and the nerdy girls that were made fun of, and it's very kind of a lot like it's friends with nerds and nerds. And so it's a pretty cool show. Yeah, I like the Big Bang Theory. A lot of the science and math on it, everything is off. It's like, dude, forget that trespass, love one, deserve faithful peace. Okay, we would ask. Submit to faith and infinite glory. I was watching some of the DC things because Marvel makes you pay for everything. Marvel's such a ripoff. They charge just as much or more for their action figures, and their action figures suck compared to Detective Comics. Detective Comics doesn't make as much money, but their access to the public and the quality of their action figures is way more choice than Marvel's. They'll pay for it because it's Marvel. It's just money. I want the kids to be able to have fun. Shazam! Hey, look, Batman. So yeah, no, they're statues. The Marvel ones are statues. The DC ones are action figures, and you can have fun and play with them. Beat each other up like you're a professional wrestler or something. But you're plastic, so it doesn't hurt. Yeah, so it's kind of cool. But let's keep exercising. Mosquitoes are kind of rough tonight, the little bastards. But it's like there's a bunch of lawyers loose in here. And scientists, don't forget the scientists. There's not really much difference between lawyers and scientists. Scientists tell you there's a huge difference between lawyers and scientists, but it's like, no, you lie to yourself, tell yourself you're brilliant, then try to contain the entire universe in your brain, make us all try to believe in it, because you can explain everything to the utmost degree, even though you're not explaining it right. Okay, but sound like a lawyer and a judge. Okay, money's real, really. We're supposed to engage in violent conflict over it. Well, physics says so. It's evolution. It's human nature. That's not a Michael Jackson song. I don't like SWV's song off Human Nature. I like Human Nature better, but I really like Weak. Does anybody else really like Weak? I really like that song. That what's that other one? Is that Be Right Here? Yeah, that one's pretty good. No, they're pretty good. They're good. The little girl can sing, and the backup vocals are really choice. So, yeah, I like them. I never heard the other group they get into a fight with. I was married and had kids, and that song kicked on. I was like, I like this. And then the other ones I didn't hear. I was too busy raising kids, And so I occasionally listen to music. One caught my ear. I really like Savage Gardens. I knew I loved you before I met you. Yeah. And Takes That's Want You Back for Good. Yeah, that was good too. Yeah, every once in a while there was one on. Oh, I like that one. What's that? Who's that? Like, no, it's Furtado's I'm Like a Bird. Yeah, I'm like, wow, I like that. That's got a... Oh, I thought that was Aswad, but it's not his Surface. Okay. But it's like, why is that so loud? Aswad's not that loud. But it's not. It's Surface. Closer than just friends. They're from New Jersey. I thought they were from Ohio. I found that with a lot of people. I thought these people were from... Cameo from New York. They ain't from ATL. Wow. Is GQ from ATL? I don't know. Confunction? I don't know. Somebody's got to be from Atlanta. Who from Atlanta? Okay. No. Dominique played basketball in Atlanta. He was he was a military brat. I think he's like born in France or something like that. Well, Gerald, I think, was. And, they moved up around. They were from the Maryland area. He went to Georgia because he wanted to be a program builder. And then he got drafted by Atlanta, which was cool because he went to University of Georgia. But, and they like him there. Yay! The Human Highlight film. But it's just basketball for money. And, guys, okay, let's get back to the Messiah here. Okay, when the Messiah dies, okay, and we're not living the Lord's Prayer, it's a truly sad event. Okay, when a tyrant dies, it's a relief for a few months. And then the 99 tyrants that try to replace him are like, oh, fuck, it's worse than when Hitler was here. Son of a bitch, they're threatening to drop bombs in our bathrooms. Fuck. They've all got a nuke and are ready to... And then they find different ways to exploit you, extort you, and we're going to be more civilized in the way we do it. Here, take all these drugs till you die. Then I'm going to take your land. What land? I know, nobody owns land. Because you die, someone else is living on that land. Say, it's my land now. Okay, it is. Okay. Hey, how about a promise of a new day? Hey, Paul Abdul. Okay, but do you understand? Guys, when the Messiah dies and you're not living the Lord's Prayer, that's denying the eternal love of a perfect Father. And that's horrible. So, I'm going to work to get in shape and try to encourage people to recover from poisoning and abuse and keep them in my prayers and keep them focused. And we'll see, your alternative is get sick and depressed and die. And your life is a precious gift from the glory of God and not a body on rent from complete assholes say, hey, we own the world, and now if we give you this, you get to live longer. It's not living longer, it's enduring suffering longer. Living longer is forgive debt and trespass, love, on eternal, healthy, faithful peace. That's living longer. You're living better, you have quality of life. You're gonna make love instead of, hey, I've got to go pay extortion, then fuck. Wow, I think I'm insane. My relationship sucks. I wonder why. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. So, I have to talk crazy people into not being crazy. And I have no idea if any celebrities know who I am at all. I don't even know if Barack Hussein, old hillbilly Obama knows. I don't even know if Donald Wanny Trump is. There's a guy named Parsons in Las Cruces who's the guy from the Book of Revelation. Why didn't somebody fucking tell me? I look like a complete ass. I was busy having sex with teenage girls with the Epstein guy trying to make sure that we got away with it. You don't get away with it. Look, guys, if a bunch of teenage girls get together with a bunch of millionaires and billionaires to have sex with them, they're getting something out of it, money. Okay? Let's forgive debt and trespass, love one, eternal, faithful peace. And you won't have to worry about a bunch of millionaires and billionaires having sex with your daughters. Yeah. You have to worry about your daughter having sex with the next door neighbor who's a drunken idiot. Okay? Oh, what's the difference? We're not talking people into having sex over money anymore. Why is he getting drunk? Because he can't have sex with that other girl that I'm not Lisa, my name is Julie. Right, Julie, just leave. He needs to get over it. All right, when just get over it. Okay. Attachment isn't love. Okay. Share, care, give in accordance to need, built to last. Forgive debt and trespass, love one, eternal, faithful peace. Okay? Start loving. Okay, let's see if this one will load. Keeping the fingers crossed. Can science start doing things that are worthy of the Lord's Prayer? We shall find out.